I'm Joyce Foster. I'm from Kansas City, Kansas. It started about a couple of years ago around Thanksgiving, back in 2009, I'll say. And I started having a lot of pain in the lower buttocks and down the right leg. And I did go see my physician, and he put me on paroxetine and hydrocodone for the pain. So the pain had started to increase as time went on and wasn't getting any better. So I found myself taking more than what was prescribed for me to take. It was put on paroxetine for inflammation and hydrocodone with ibuprofen for pain. And the pain started increasing more and more as time went on. And in about 3 months, I went back to my physician, and I told him, I said, 3 months is too long to go with this problem. I need to have an MRI to see exactly what was causing all of the pain and the problems, because the medication is not working. So he said, well, okay, and I went and got an MRI, and I read it. I went back to him, and I said, there's something that has to be done. And he then gave me a referral to see an orthopedic doctor at Providence. And I didn't have a very good experience with that doctor the first day. And because he wanted me to jump up on the table, I go in with a lot of pain. And he said, well, why didn't you go to the emergency room? And I told him if I would have went to the emergency room, I would not have referred, the doctor would not have referred me to you. He's my primary doctor, and he didn't refer me to the emergency room. Otherwise, I would have gone. So he says, well, all you need to do is exercise. I said, no, not with pain. He says, do you want a job? I says, no, not with pain. And I walked out. So then I heard about another chiropractor. Heard about a chiropractor that was located not too far from where I live. And I started with the chiropractor. And the chiropractor he says, just take the medication, see me an hour before you come in. I mean, an hour after you take the medication, and we'll adjust your spine. And he put ice on and everything, and he says you've got to, when you go home, do a 20-minute regimen of ice, and take your paroxetine and your hydrocodone and all your medication. So I'm still chewing pills and doing ice, and some of the pain would subside, but then it would come right back. It was just pills, ice, pain, right back. Pills, ice, pain, right back. I said, oh man, this is just utterly destroying my body. So then I heard about a clinic in Arizona that was doing spinal laser. And I went out to the Hyatt Regency Hotel to speak to the physicians there. And they said, if you come to Arizona, we can do a laser on you, which would run about $25,000. Plus you'd have to pay for travel fare, plus you'd have to get a hotel because it's an outpatient procedure. And by being an outpatient procedure, you still got to come back the next day for an office visit, and the next day, the third day for an office, up until 5 days, and then you'll be released. Well, that's why you need the hotel. So that was going to run me up to probably about $50,000 after, it's all said and done. So anyway, my husband saw Dr. Long on TV, and he jotted the number down, and he says, hey, why don't you, this is something close. We're an hour away, but it's still close. Why don't you try Dr. Long? He said, no shots. And you said, no shots. I said, no shots. No shots and no surgery. He says, call him, give this place a try. So I came out, and I like what I heard, because I've experienced a lot of things in the medical field that I've been in 30-some years. So I know what different things was, what he was talking about, you know. And I feel, okay, that sounds like that's for me. So that I can make a decision on what was for me. I said, that sounds just something for me when he's talking about the traction and everything. So I knew what that was. 3 weeks in the program, I'm off of pain medicines. I'm more agile, I'm moving around, I'm doing things I wasn't doing. I sit up straight, I walk straight, I sleep good. I have no problems and no complaints. My first visit, Dr. Long did a thorough exam on me, and he got his prognosis, or his diagnosis, and everything I needed for the next treatment to begin. And we just began the treatment, and the treatment just went wonderful. The best part about it is the traction machine, decompression, and that's the best part because my spine was like probably just kind of locked in, and I feel myself moving up here and losing 15 pounds along with it. With the supplements has helped a lot because the supplements have gave me a real sense of awareness and everything, Wow. It gave me the will to want to do, where I didn't have the will to want to do because I was in so much pain and bogged down mentally with all this medication. You got so much medication in your mind, you're very blurry and you're not clear. And now I can see clearly. Now I'm 63 years old. So I'm pretty much up there. I guess I was looking like I was about 96 before I started this program, and now I feel almost like a spring chicken again. And that's the great part about it, I have spoke to many people about it, and their thing is, if I get a shot, then I can just go. And I said, well, that's not the cure. You'll have to take shots forever, or forever how long you live, and your body is still starting to deteriorate. You're deteriorating, getting shots and still deteriorating. You're not building and you're not growing. You're not healing. There's nothing there. You'll look up 5 years down the road, you'll just be gone, and shots won't even work. It won't help you then. So if you feel like it's just an onset and you've been going through it 2 or 3 years, it's best to get it repaired and fixed now before it gets out of hand. Because once it gets out of hand, you may end up in a wheelchair or be using a walker or just can't get mobilized, especially up in age, Couldn't see myself doing because I'm too active. I've been active all my life. So.
And be sure to continue to check out our Facebook page for updates, events, and information on how to stay healthy. And be sure to check out our website, www.adjust4life.net.